In their game against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday, the Packers sorely missed defensive lineman Mike Daniels. Today on Chalk It Up, we're going to be taking a look at how Mike Pettine tried to compensate for not having Daniels in his lineup, and we're also going to be talking about whether or not the risk is worth the reward in terms of blitzing going forward. Hi everyone, Olivia Reiner here for Packers News, joined by Tom Silverstein. Tom, which player are we taking a look at today?
Okay, so this was a fourth quarter play, very important third and 6 at the Vikings 24. The Packers were down 24-14, and 10 and a half minutes left, they needed the ball back. So what did Mike Pettine do, the defensive coordinator? He decided he was going to bring some pressure on the Vikings. So what happens first? First, you see Clay Matthews come upfield and bring the tackle with him. And what that does is open up a gap for cornerback Tramon Williams to blitz. And so you see him come through that hole. Next, you see Blake Martinez follow him. So you've got two guys flooding that side, flooding that open gap there. In the meantime, to make up for Tramon Williams' absence over here on the right, Antonio Morrison sprints over and takes Williams' place there. Now, on the other side, the Vikings have this 3 wide receiver set, and you're going to see Stefon Diggs run a little stop route. You're going to see Anderson run a deep corner route, and then 19, Adam Thielen, is standing all alone over here around the 30.
So how did Adam Thielen get so wide open?
Well, let's look at the animation, and that'll kind of give you an idea of how everything is moving together. And really what you want to focus on here is 44, Antonio Morrison, and 23, Jair Alexander. So you're going to see Matthews move up, and here comes the tackle. That's going to create the hole with Tramon Williams blitzing through that hole. Following through is Blake Martinez. Okay. Now, what happened was the guard actually did a nice job of blocking down on Montravius Adams, 90, coming over and actually clipping both of these guys so that neither one could get to Kirk Cousins. That was a really critical block. Now, Morrison, as we said, took Tramon Williams' spot over here. But what happened was that Josh Jones correctly followed 17 to the corner, but they both thought, both Jair Alexander and Morrison both thought they had Stefon Diggs. And what they didn't do is cover Adam Thielen. And there he goes right to the sideline for a big 20-yard gain in a critical third down play.
So the Packers are going to be without Mike Daniels again this weekend when they face off against the Arizona Cardinals. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not they believe that the risk of blitzing is worth the reward. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully you learned something new. We'll see you next time.